Hello everyone, welcome back to Nintendo Park, and thank you for choosing this video today. And real quick before we started the review, I just wanted to say thank you for the overwhelming support on the last video I did. And with that being said, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into the review. So first off, we have the box, and personally I think this box is one of the best. And just looking at it now, I can tell they definitely did try to make it look good for collectors. They made this extra little bit here, just so like the characters could be like closer to the Jeep. The Jeep looks great. I've been hearing a lot of complaints about it, but personally I think it looks great. Especially if you're not like wanting to make an exact replica, and if you are, you can take the time to add the little details. You know, if you're that mad about it, just add them yourself. Looking at the Denis Nedry so far, aside from like a few very tiny details, he is very similar to this Amber Collection one, which is good. That means they've got a good design for him going. As well as that, the Dilophosaurus looks really good and a lot better than previous Dilophosaurs, and I'll show why. Give me just a moment. Alright, and I'm back. So this is the very first Dilophosaurus they released. One of the things you can tell is the details on it. This looks really good. The eye is really well done compared to this, which you can just see a major detail difference there. As far as I know, the spit has not changed. So if you're not the biggest fan of it, then yeah. Looks like the model hasn't changed either, but they've used a darker green, but actually put some detail on the back of it. And I don't know, back of the frills? No, nothing. But the frills themselves look a lot better. As well as like the teeth. Teeth look more individual rather than just like splatted on. And it looks like they spent a lot more time making it look good, which I really do appreciate. Yeah. So the box itself looks amazing. They made it this slope design, which I really do enjoy, and like I love this. This is so cool with like the water. I'm gonna try to keep this. Probably try to find a way to put it on my shelf, because this looks so good, dude. You know, nothing that exciting other than the Legacy logo on the sides. We get to the back, and it gives a couple examples of some things. It shows how that can be removed, which is really cool. I have a feeling that's gonna be looking really nice and can have served for like multiple purposes. Just be like a truck instead of a Jeep. Stick included. This is the best part. Anyway, so we got the Denis Nedry figure. Shows a little example of what you can do with it. And that he has the stick, which is amazing. Just like so clever. Of course, you got the Dilophosaurus, so you still have a dinosaur in here. And then you got the bang title, Denis Nedry Getaway Pack, with a nice picture of the car. Yeah, you got that, and I will be showing the code for that soon. I'm sorry, there was a little bit of technical difficulty, so yeah. Once again, I'm sorry, but yeah, the overall box looks amazing. If you are an in-box collector, I totally recommend this. Even if you don't like how it looks, it pops out so much with how much they've done to make it look good that you should get it anyway. And if you're just looking for a fun toy, I feel like this includes like everything you need. You've got a figurine, you got a dinosaur, and you've got like a vehicle. Like, that's really cool. So yeah, overall, it looks like a good toy so far. So with that being said, let's get it on open. And it is out of box. Now, I took a little bit of a look, but not much at it, just to kind of see how it is. And I think it looks pretty good. I do like how this is basically just the same Jeep, except they just took a chunk out and put a new mold in there. Denis Nedry looks amazing. It looks like a downscaled version of the Amber collection. And for a stick, that's a very detailed, tiny stick. Very nice. He does have the pegs still, so we do know that they have a playset. They are still acknowledging that, people want pegs on the bottom of their figures. He has his waist does move. Good news, his waist does move. And of course, his legs move. All sorts. Arms can go all the way. And of course, his head can move as well. So overall, he's a good figure. One thing I do like is that they kept this Denis Nedry figure new. We've had a Denis Nedry, the Comic-Con one. But for people who weren't able to get it because it was really hard to get, they released the more popular version. To make, you still have the character, you just won't get the Hawaiian version that appeared a little bit in the movie. But overall, looks really good, and honestly, I think that's quite a safe choice. I think it's a good choice that they made doing that. He does, so far, I've seen, have a little bit of standing problems. There we go. This Dilophosaurus, so far, seems to stand better than my last one, which I think is partially because, they didn't, look, this one stands straight up. This old Dilophosaurus stands straight up, so you can't really get him to stand. However, this one, they made a little bit more upwards, I guess, as its locked position, which does make it a little bit easier. So, let's go ahead and review the Dilophosaurus. Alright, taking a look at this Dilophosaurus, it looks great. Although they've technically already done this Dilophosaurus, they had a set in the past, with Alan Grant and a bunch of random colored dinosaurs, and the Dilophosaurus that is mimicking this, well, the one that this one's mimicking, was in there, so we did change it up a bit, so that it's not just like a resale, but overall, I think it looks great. Detail in the mouth looks, salivier than the other one. Comparing the two, this one looks a lot more natural. This teeth is a lot more yellow, so I do like that. As I mentioned before, the color scheme looks a lot more natural. And look at this. So this is something I have about this. Look at that. This doesn't want to go in. However, this one, look at that. Look at that. This one just is good. This one's better. This is better. And then, it still looks good like this. We've got this side angle, and that's something they did good. So that you can have him like this and still be looking good. They do look like the same mold, just with different molding. This one's based like this. This one's based like this. Feel like he's standing up a bit more, which gives him much better. Yeah, I think the tail is different. I do believe the tail is different on this one to help it stand. You see, because this one I can place down. It waddles a bit, but it stands. This one doesn't stand, which has been one of my biggest complaints about it. Is that the fact it just doesn't stand. So if I try to put it in that pose that this new one is in, these legs just don't want to move. So I can put him like that, but that's not Dilophosaurus. He's going for a chomp. We don't want that. We want this. So thank you, Mattel, for fixing your Dilophosaurus. I will say that. Thank you, Mattel, for fixing your Dilophosaur. As far as the spit, I have both of them. Not that different. It looks like just a different green. it looks like the spit itself is exactly the same. Yeah, that looks exactly like the same mold. Same mold, different color. Oh, and I do like this one more, so it will be going there. Anyway, overall, I think they did capture this Dilophosaurus well, while still making it different from the actual one that it's based on. So thank you, Mattel, for giving a good legacy collection Dilophosaurus that doesn't copy the original one. So still providing this Dilophosaurus people wanted to get, but couldn't, if they couldn't afford or didn't want to buy the original big pack, this is a way to get it. It looks different, it looks better, it stands better. It's good. It's good. So thank you, Mattel, for doing that. And I guess with that being said, we should probably review the car. Now, I do have both cars, so we will get that to review in a moment. Oh God, there goes my stop. My phone does not like to stand. Okay. Anyway, bottom of the car. It's the bottom of the car. Oh, shit. Real quick, for those of you wanting it, there's your feet. I know some of you did appreciate when I did it in my last video. So there is the foot of this new Dilophosaurus if you want to scan them into the digital app. Alright, now to the car. Very similar to the old one. However, it's very different. I can't really see big differences from the bottom. It looks like just the bottom of the car. Rolls well. That's always a good. When your car rolls well, it's good. It's just some stickers, but, appreciated stickers. They have the little mirrors. They don't say objects in mirror appear closer than they are or whatever, so which is kind of sad, but oh well. Detail on here, they got the Jeep logo. It's a Jeep product, so, the wheels, I've noticed they are connected, which is fine. It's got this nice back wheel, which I do like. You can take that off. And now this looks more like a truck, in my opinion. Like, truck. Because this looks like a truck frame, and then you can put something back here. Which is cool. I like that. I like truck. And it does have enough room for our Denis Nedry. We can put him here. Put his feet there. There we go. He does fit. So you can put your Denis Nedry. Jeez, a little bit hard, but you can put your Denis Nedry in there, and then probably with the hood down, but you can't really have him in the seat unless he's in the back. He's very big. How is this gonna go in there? But you can shove his face in there somehow. Kick a hole through the ceiling. But it's very good. Like I said, I feel like something can go back here. So let me give an example of what I mean. Alrighty, so I went ahead and I got a Postosuchus, as you can see. And look at that. You can kind of have him here. Just hanging in the back save me. Which is nice. I do like that. You can put a dinosaur back here. You can put whatever back there. Another human. Dr. Ian Malcolm. However, the other thing I grabbed is the other Jeep. So I'm gonna pick up my camera just because it's very big. So and dusty. Jeez. So let me put the top cover back on. Well, in a moment. So differences I can see. That's more detailed. Like they just didn't decide to paint there, I guess. One of the things I like is this like little hook, which Denis Nedry uses. That's why they added an actual usable. And then for the Denis Nedry Jeep, they just made it a piece of plastic, which is not so cool, in my opinion. One thing I do like is that they added the little windows. That's a little added detail I do like. This, I guess they didn't really have to redo it, because like I have a strange suspicion that these little pegs on the back of this go in the exact same holes that this go in. So yeah, that's there. And once again, you got more like paint / stickers here just to detail it that aren't there. You know, you got the Jeep wheels that aren't there. A lot of detail that I feel is missing. You know, this is pretty similar. This looks a lot cleaner, I think, just because it's more full. But like, look at that. Look at this little stripe. Why didn't they? Why isn't that stripe there? Maybe it's like that in the car. But you know, they both look pretty good. This one is different in its own way with having the cover. It does have the cover, so I mean, they're both different. They're both cool. I like them both. So yeah, I mean, they're both good. This is a new way to get to the Jeep if you are interested in it. So if you're interested in a good car, I definitely recommend a Jeep. This is a good way to get the Jeep. So that's good. Yeah, car's great. I think it's a good little thing to add. If you are planning on getting this, if you come in a store for like $30, you should be able to get this if you are including tax. But yeah, if you want a Jeep, if you want a good Dilophosaurus, if you just want a nice playset with a bunch of stuff, all at once. Figure, you got the car, you got a figure, you got a dinosaur, all that stuff. Then this is definitely a set. If you're a big fan of Jurassic Park, this is definitely the set. Personally, I think it's Mattel answering Mattel fans' wishes. You know, this is a big thing I want. If you haven't like seen the news, they announced a Explorer from Jurassic Park as well with T-Rex and Tim. So that's really cool and really exciting. So I definitely, when that comes out, I will try to get a review out as soon as possible, since it is so exciting and I definitely do want it. But yeah, overall, I think it's a really good toy, and I'm not upset with my purchase. So, you know, if you're seeing in a Target right now, like, is this a good toy? Then yes it is. Pick it up pick it off that shelf and buy the toy. And thank you for watching. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. And this has been Nintendo Park. Thanks.